So now we have our application almost working. I mean, our API almost working. So we can probably start a little bit with the Angular2 part and the front-end part. So now we will just put the API a bit away, and we'll go check to make a new window and a new folder with the client view. Let's call it like this. So open folder in the project. So here we have IdeaHunter, and this is client. Oops, yeah, I need to create it first. Okay. So here, to go a little bit faster, I will go on Angular.io, which is the documentation of Angular, official one. So we go in doc, no, sorry, quick start, and here we can clone if you have Git installed on your machine. Then you can use the quick start. Hello. Okay. Oh, it's broken. uh, Interesting. I installed it yesterday and it was working. So let's go GitHub Angular2 quick start. Oh yeah, I think it is this one. So from here, what we do is to clone. We take this address. Yep. And here we do git clone, and we pass this address. Okay, this I don't like. I will just modify it. So data object client. So I will take everything from here and move it up. Okay, and this I delete. Perfect. So now that we are here, first things we need to do is the npm install, because there's a lot of things to install from Angular, so let's do it right away. So when you clone this package from GitHub, you have the package JSON, which is like a little bit more, I think, than the one in the quick start. You have all these other files. We don't have a favicon, so it is kind of cool. You have also these test files, which I never use. Maybe I should, but now I don't use them. And you have in the app, you have already the main, the modules, the first component, and you have also the test for the component. So we will not do any test because I'm not really familiar with them, so I don't want to make any problem. So we'll not make any test. But yeah, hopefully our application will work right away. So when we have installed everything from npm, we can just start it. Okay, so here we have it. We have our Angular application that is working on localhost 3000. So cool. And now we can see that if I change something here from the template, for example, I put this is IdeaHunter, and I save, this will load automatically, and we have it. So it's cool. But what I like to do, and like I think most of the Angular 2 developers do, is to put the template out of the component. So to do that, we need first to write the module ID module.id, and then we can use the template URL. And with the template URL, we can go and take it in app.component.html. So we don't have this file right now. Oops. So we will just create it at the same place. Up at component. And now if I write hello from the outside template, I save, and I save this, we have it, hello from the outside template. So here I can put normal Epic. Okay, so we have it. Let's go ahead and also implement, I would like to use Bootstrap for it because it's just easy to use and quite cool. So let's go and use Bootstrap. Okay. So in the index HTML, index HTML, here we can add this. Oops, I missed something. Okay. And we have this from the quick start. We have the style CSS there, and let's go remove everything from there. I will just add one class that I really like to use all the time, because, for example, in Bootstrap, when you remove the href from a tag, then you don't have the cursor pointer anymore, and this is really annoying to me. So I just create a class pointer with a cursor pointer, and that's it. Okay, so we should have it. Let's check. Okay, it's changed. So seems good. Okay, so first things I'd like to do is to have okay, let's create the nav bar outside. I think it's best. So let's create a new folder which we will call components, and inside this folder a new one which is nav bar. And inside this folder we will create two files, navbar component.ts like this, and another one with HTML for the template. So in the component, first things is that we need to have to make it a component. So for that I have an extension which is Angular2 Typescript Snippets from John Papa, and this will help me to create like components quite fast. I just need to write ng2, and here I can go take the snippet of the component. And if I do that, I already have the import component from Angular core and on init, and then I just need to have the selector. So let's go ahead and put the selector up navbar. The features is navbar, and the name is navbar component. and poof, I have my component. Quite easy. So now here, let's go and write this is nav bar. Okay. The last thing we need to do with this component is to declare it in the modules. So let's go in the modules. We need first to import it. So let's go. So we want to import the nav bar component from components /navbar /navbar dot component. So it's not underlined, so it means that it is okay. And now we need to declare it. So let's go there, declare it, and that's it. So now if I save everything, I shouldn't have any problem. Everything works, but I don't have my nav bar. So this is a little bit annoying. So just to do it, because we have this selector there, we can just take this selector in the nav bar component, go in the app component HTML, and now create tags from this. And if I do it, I have my nav bar. And this is exactly what we wanted. So this is done, and this is cool. And now in the nav bar, we will go take it from Bootstrap. So I think it is in components, nav bar, there. So we will take the first one, we will copy everything, go in the nav bar HTML, component HTML, past everything, and let's delete things we don't need. For example, this drop down we don't need. What else? Form we don't need, this we don't need, so let's delete all. Okay, this span we don't need. Okay, this class we don't need. So the brand here, okay, this we don't need either. Remove. And the brand will be IdeaHunter. And the first link will be, let's say, home. That's it. So now, if I go back, I have my nav bar. This is cool, but now if I click on home, I just go on the slash and nothing. But it's working, so it's fine. Okay, so now we want, for example, a home component. So let's go in component, create a new folder, call it home, and inside this folder again, home.component.ts, and the second one, you guessed it, whoops, this is a home component HTML. Again, same thing here, we will create a new component, and here the sector will be app home. It will go take home component HTML we just created, and it will be named home component. So now again, exactly as a nav bar, we need to import it in the module and to declare it. So let's go duplicate this line, component home in home component, and now we just need to declare it. And now if I save, I don't have any problem here, everything's fine, but I don't have it. When I click here, I don't have it, and this is bothering. So how to do it? Like, we would like to have some roots, and to get some roots, okay, let's write. So sorry, here this is home. So now we'll go and create some roots. So for that, in the app folder, I will create a new app routing.ts. In the app routing, I will use the ngdo routing, I think, yes. exactly. And the first component I want to have is the home. So here it is components slash home slash home. But here we just add a booting module. Why is this wrong? I had this problem. So the snippet is not totally correct. So let's go on Angular.io, the doc, the tutorial. In the routing, there is a routing file that they have, which is a module. So let's take this. I think it will be better and more understandable if you already did the Tower of Hero tutorial. So here I don't need these components, I don't need these roots, I just need home. Home components, we said it's from components slash home slash home. We have it up, and this will be renamed with the root home. So, cool, we have it. Now we need also to import this module into the app module. So let's go ahead and let's import this app routing from app routing. Okay, we have it, and now we just need to import it. Okay, now I should start to have some trouble, I think. Yes, because I need the base href set in the index. So let's go in the index HTML, the first one, and here, just after the title, we will write base, and href is just a slash. And while we are here, we can just also name this IdeaHunter. So now, we don't have the same error, but now the problem we have is the router needs a special tag, which is like Angular2 tag, which is the router outlet. And we want it in the app component.html. Just under the nav bar, we want to have this router outlet. And now we should have it. And from the routing DS, when the path is nothing, when it's nothing, I already asked him to go to home, to redirect to home. And then in home, I'm using the component, home component. And the home component, what it does is that when it goes to this route, it will load the home component. And this is the home component with this template HTML. And here we are. This is home. And just to prove it to you, let's create h1. This is home. And that's it. So now let's create our nav bar is still not working properly because when I click there, I have this problem. Look, the URL, it goes to like nothing and then it reloads and it's like not good at all. This is not what we want to have. So let's just create a new component quickly, like login maybe, that we will use later. So new folder, login, component login dot components.ts, and a new one, login.component.html. Again, ng2 component, selector app login. This is from login components, and tada, we don't need more. Here let's create h1, Right, this is login in the HTML. Okay, so now in our nav bar we have this already. We can see that home is redirecting with the href to home, and this is a bit wrong. I don't want it like this, and this is not how the routing from Angular is working. So to do it, we need this link root, I think, router link, sorry. So we need this router link tag in the A. So here, let's go router link, and right, we want to go there to /home. And let's create a new one. It's login. We want to go to login. The problem I have now is that when I click login, is that there is no root login. So we need to go in the app routing to import the login component. What is wrong from there? I made a mistake. Login component. This is in the login component. Ah, here is a mistake. Up. These files are useless now. Okay. So now I imported my login component into the app routing. So let's copy this now, and we want the pass login now that use the login component. And now if I save, so yeah. Also, when you have this root, you need to import it and to declare it in the module as every other component. So let's import it and declare it. And now if I save, it should be okay. Yes. And now I have this is home, and if I click login, this is login. And we can see that it's working perfectly. Almost. We need one thing that Bootstrap has, is this active class when we are on this route. So to do that, there is something with Angular which is really nice, which I also need to find, and it should be router class active or something like this. Let me check where I can find it. Yeah, router link active. And when we have this there, what does it do is that when this route is active, the router link, when it is active, it will add the class active. And now if we check, I save, I go there, need to refresh this. I should have the class active. Is this on the... okay, this is on the li. So let's just move this to this, to there, sorry. Okay, and this the same. On the 2a, for example, we can add, because I don't have href anymore, as I told you before, we can add the class we just created before, with pointer, and now we should have it correct. So in the login, loading. Okay, I have a problem. Yeah, here. Okay, and now we can see that we have the login with the class active. If I go on home, it moves, and this is perfect routing. So I think that's it for this video on YouTube, and we'll continue next time with creating the idea view, and we will go get data from the API we created in the previous videos. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.